Hi, it's Liz again. I keep trying to make a video and apparently I'm long-winded, so it keeps going long. So I'm going to have to just touch on a few basic things, and then I'll have to make another video later for all the other stuff I want to talk about. I'm going to touch, that's the problem, you know, these videos are so small. I'm going to touch on a few things like different divination tools to use. There's many different ones. There's you can use tarot, you can use pendulums, you can use numerology, you can use, there are so many, I can't think of them all. There's boards. There are so many ways, and it's good to practice with each one and kind of learn what they all mean, and try them out. My favorite, of course, is tarot. I do have a pendulum. I bought this because it came with a pendulum, and I'm not very good with working with stones and wires. Sometimes I hurt myself. I tend to, you know, cut myself, or I'm very accident prone, so yay. But this one's Arch pendulum. It was about $15, and I bought it because it comes with cards, which I don't really use as much, but it comes with a pendulum. And just a simple word about the pendulum, if you want to learn something, if you can use, like, if I wanted to increase power, I could use a moonstone, or, you know, if I want to find out a question that involves love, I could use rose quartz and just hold it in my hand and use that to channel my energy. The other one I simply wanted that I want to touch on a little bit is tarot. You should always look for something that speaks to you. Don't necessarily buy what everybody else tells you to buy. Buy whatever tarot you look at and you say, oh, I've got to have this one. That really makes a difference. If you don't like looking at the cards, if you don't like the pictures on the cards, it really just doesn't speak to you, and then you don't want to use them. So really look for one that you like. I spent $25, which was probably shouldn't have done, but it's called the Gilded Tarot, and I bought this a couple years ago. I don't use the book in there. Lots of times the books that comes with these kits aren't necessarily what I like, so sometimes I'll find a book that's a little better, but I really like the pictures and I use it a lot, so I do a lot of readings too. The other thing that I want to touch on real quick is this is a really good magazine that you can get. It's about $6. It comes out 4 times a year. They have a lot of them. They have one that I can't think of all of them. I don't think it says it in here. It has a little by. They have Pangea, which is a pagan journal for thinking people. New Witch, which is the one I'm going to show you. Sage Woman, The Blessed Bee, which is for families. Sage Woman is celebrating the goddess. So that's kind of neat. They have lots of them, and and you can actually look up the spelling bee online, and I'll see if I can find. I think you just type in spelling bee and you can like look at the latest issue, and I think you can do the same thing with New Witch, which is kind of neat. So it doesn't cost you $6, but I like to have them around the house. So New Witch magazine, and I chose the one with Phyllis Curd on it. I like her. But I have probably about 12 of them right now. I ran out of money and kind of haven't bought some for a while. And at Hastings they only get like 2 or 3 issues, and then I have to fight for them. Seems like there's a lot of Wiccans out there that go to Hastings to get it. So, but they have a lot of things in here. They have things like this one. They have garlands, how to make your own garland, and, you know, talks about herbs and deities of passion, secrets of the modern fairy, elemental magic for change, you know, conjuring Johnny Depp. They've got some in here that are kind of funny, but they touch on all kinds of Wiccans, and they really shows you there's no wrong way, and I really like it. It's fun to read. I read it in, like, you know, a couple hours. Sometimes I have to come back to it because I get busy, but now I'm going to show you some of the things that are tools. That spellcrafting that I told you, it shows you how to make a rune, which is a tool. I don't have one right here. When I moved, my room somehow didn't move with me, So, sorry. Don't know where it's at. And it's winter, so it's kind of hard to go cut a branch somewhere, so I'll get on that soon. But some of the things that I have are really cheap to buy. A cauldron's always really good. I have this little bowl that I bought at Hobby Lobby. It's metal, so I can, if I have to burn a piece of paper, I can burn it in here. I can't heat things up. I can't put it on my stove or something, but it's for the simple use of burning small pieces of paper. It's really good. And it was cheap. I think I bought it for a couple bucks at Hobby Lobby, so I'm not sure they're still there, but because it was years ago that I did this. But sometimes I always go to Hobby Lobby if I need to find something. The other thing I want to touch on is rocks, gems, rocks. Shouldn't have said that. But I have lots of gems. I'm big into gems. I have amethyst and jasper, and I've got moonstone. I've got quartz, amethyst, hematite, which is one of my favorites, red jasper, garnet, or not garnet, I don't remember what that one is. I forgot. It's been a while. Tiger's eye. And this one is bloodstone, which is one of my favorites. A lot of these I picked up at, like, sometimes you can go to, like, when you go on vacation and go to these things. I've picked a lot of them up at the Archway, which is why some of them I don't remember necessarily, because they have this big collection and it tells you what the rock is, and you can just pick out rocks, put them in a bag, and take them home for $3. Very cheap to get a bunch of rocks. And especially when you don't have look-in stores that are right near you. So that's another thing that I like to work with, but sometimes you can find them really cheap if you know where to look. The other thing, I made this when I first started, and I had my dad cut out a piece of wood, and I took fingernail polish and I painted a pentacle. I keep it. I still use it. I don't actually. I've never gotten a better one because I just kind of like it that I made it. And so my star is not very correct, but yeah, I like it. It's cute. So I made that with fingernail polish and wood, and it cost me no money. It was really great because my dad had the wood lying right around. The other thing I bought was for my salt and water, and they're a little dirty. They just came out of packing, so I bought these for $2. They have little grapes on them, and they're very pretty bowls. The other thing, I bought this at Hobby Lobby also. It's a little decanter, I guess you would call it, and it's got grapes on it, so it matches my bowls. And I bought this years before I bought the bowls, and I use it to hold my holy water in, or moon water, however you want to call it, blessed by the moon. And I make that once a year, and then I just use this, and I fill it up a little ways, and then I have it right on hand when I do my ritual. The other thing I have, and I actually paid a little more for this, I think I paid about $15 to $20, is my athame, and it's got a fairy on it. I don't know if you can see it. The light's kind of getting dim in here. Should turn on the light, but I don't want to get up. And it's not actually going to cut me. Might scratch me a little bit, the tip, but most of them you find will be like that. You don't necessarily want them sharp, because when you're pointing energy to make a circle, you don't exactly want to cut off your finger, so, which is a big no-no for me. No sharp things. So that one I actually spent, but it was really nice. Sometimes a good place to go if you want to find cheap things, especially or if you live in a rural place and you really can't find it, is let me think, azuragreen.com. Ask them to send you a catalog. But that's all I'm going to talk about for today, and I will look into other things. Give me comments on what you want to learn about, and I will try and make a video about it. To me, it's so hard to focus on one thing. There's so much. So give me something you want to learn about. Comment to me, and I will do it for you. Okay? And I'll see you next time. Bye.